Something unusual is happening on Hudayriat Island right now, and it is about to peak on the 9th of December when Modon officially launches the next phase of Bashayer, one of the most limited and aggressively underpriced waterfront releases in the UAE market. You have a government-backed master plan, an island that is still at an early part of its growth cycle, and a project with only a handful of true sea-facing villas and a very restricted number of oversized residences. Every Hudayriyat release this year has sold out before the launch event even began in 2 hours, and all indicators point to the same outcome for the 9th of December. This analysis will walk you through why the pricing is where it is, how the floor plans work for real end users, and what the payment structure means for long-term investors, and why this specific release is being treated differently by serious buyers who have been waiting for an entry point into Hudayriyat. I spend my time between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, advising international families on villas, branded residences, acquisitions, and a large part of my work involves analyzing early cycle communities, the ones that tend to create the strongest long-term appreciation. Over the years, I've worked across Palm Jumeirah, Emirates Hills, Saadiyat, Yas, and Hudayriyat. And the analysis you will see here is the same framework I use when advising high net worth families and professionals who need to buy correctly and hold mid to long term. Investors still underestimate how early Abu Dhabi is in its freehold cycle. Dubai opened freehold in 2002, Abu Dhabi opened properly in 2019. Population grew in the UAE from 2.7 in 2014 to 4.1 million people in 2025, roughly 50% growth, but the supply pipeline is nowhere near Dubai's. Dubai will deliver around 300,000 units by 2029. Abu Dhabi will deliver around 33,000, including 8,000 on Yas Island. A capital city with sovereign wealth concentration, ADGM expansion, which is the DIFC in Abu Dhabi, and rapid household formation with only a fraction of the future housing supply. This imbalance is why early cycle master plans such as Hudayriyat are uniquely positioned. You're not buying into a mature price curve, you're entering at the foundational stage. Now, the positioning of Bashayer inside the island directly impacts the long-term desirability. Hudayriyat is being transformed into Abu Dhabi's lifestyle, sports, and villa hub. Unlike Saadiyat or Yas, where multiple developers compete, Hudayriyat is almost entirely under Modon's control, meaning pricing, density, and long-term positioning are managed centrally. Bashayer sits between the residential hillside and the main waterfront corridor, giving the residences and villas a combination of walkability, water access, and separation from heavier traffic zones. The fact that Modon is delivering the sports district, the surf park, the velodrome, the cycling network, the parks, the marinas, and the residential zones ensures consistent quality. What you're buying is not an isolated sub-development. It is a calibrated part of a long-term master plan that will look very different by 2029. If you want weekly data-driven insights on the best early cycle projects in the UAE, including pre-launch pricing and availability, you can join my WhatsApp broadcast list. It saves you hours of research and keeps you ahead of the public releases. Now, Bashayer consists of 2 product categories: residences and villas, both intentionally limited. This is not a mass market release. Modon has deliberately restricted inventory to create scarcity across the waterfront and inland clusters. We have only 34 waterfront 5-bedroom villas, which are sea-facing, limited elevation, and high in privacy. And we have 124 bedroom villas, inland, deeper plots, and large facades. The waterfront residences of 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom penthouses with sizes from 81 square meters to over 400 plus square meter. This makes Bashayer one of the lowest density villa plus apartment combination available on any UAE island, and especially in Abu Dhabi. Now let's look at the floor plans. The 1-bedroom layouts are oversized relative to the UAE market, almost disguised as a 2-bedroom. Typical 1-bedroom apartments in Dubai and Abu Dhabi range between 55 to 75 square meters, while Bashayer starts at 81 and goes up to 131 square meters for 1 bed. For example, a 93 square meter layout includes a proper entrance hall, a full kitchen, a large living and dining space, a full ensuite bedroom, and a powder room, extremely rare for a 1-bedroom. This creates long-term tenant appeal, stronger resale, and makes the units feel more like a primary residence than compact investment stock. The 2-bedroom units are positioned as family apartments, not investment apartments. At nearly 180 to 190 square meters, they occupy almost the same footprint as some of Dubai's townhouses. The floor plan shows full-width balconies, large master with walk-in, wide living spaces, separation between bedrooms, and dedicated laundry and storerooms. Tenants who want villa-style living without committing to a villa will gravitate here, which is a strong driver of rental yield stability. 3-bedroom residences, 250 to 280 square meters. I mean, these numbers, we can only imagine them in Dubai. The 3-bedroom units have been designed with families who want long-term living, not transient residence. These are proper full floor style layouts with large dining areas, open plan living, and uniform bedroom sizes. Elevates the entire building's demographic and improves long-term valuation. Penthouses are among the largest primary residences sized apartments in Abu Dhabi. Over 400 square meters for some layouts, with wide ceiling spans, a full master suite with extensive dressing, bedrooms all en suite, large outdoor terraces, proper show and prep kitchen options, and panoramic orientation towards the water. This aligns the penthouses with the preferences of GCC families and global high net worth individuals who want lateral luxury without maintaining a villa. 4-bedroom villas with 4,000 square feet of built up. These villas target the higher income expats rather than the multi-generational Gulf families. The layouts favor modern lifestyle use, deep living areas, ground floor guest room, private pools, strong kitchen placement, and the facades mix stone, metal, and timber. Internal floor is clean, wide living, dining, storage space, outdoor terraces, and functional bedroom spacing upstairs. These are strong for rental yield and resale because the total ticket is accessible relative to Sadiyat and Yas equivalents. And now, the cherry on the cake, the 5-bedroom sea-facing villas, 6,000 square feet, up to 20 to 25 million dirham. We don't have the exact prices yet. These are the crown jewel of Bashayer and the most undervalued true waterfront villas in the UAE right now. You have a combination of seafront positioning, large facades, high quality materials, and a layout designed for high net worth end users. Sizes around 6,000 square feet include the panoramic waterfront terraces, the full width living rooms, the ground floor en suite bedrooms, the show plus prep kitchen, the staff rooms, and the deep back gardens, plus very strong bedroom sizes. Given that comparable waterfront villas in Dubai start at 25 million dirham and go up to 60, 80 million dirham in Palm, Tilal, Al Ghaf, and Dubai Islands, Bashayer's 10.5 to 11 million dirham entry is materially mispriced relative to the land value. Payment plan. The residences will be handing over in October 31, 2029, 10% on booking, 10% shortly after, and then you have a 50% during construction payment plan with the final 50% on handover. The villas come in with the same 50-50 payment plan, but the handover is in March 2029. So this is a genuine 50-50 structure with long-term 3-year construction timeline for investors using mortgages at handover. This creates a strong return on invested capital, ROIC, because only half the price is tied up pre-handover while the majority of value is created during construction. Now my favorite part, ideal versus non-ideal buyer. Let's start with the ideal buyers. Families wanting long-term waterfront living, investors seeking undervalued early cycle communities, buyers priced out from Dubai's waterfront but wanting similar lifestyle, those comfortable with a 2029 handover and strong capital appreciation potential, and finally, end users who value large layouts and low density. Our non-ideal buyer would be a buyer needing immediate rental income, short-term flippers expecting 6 to 12 months exits, investors wanting branded residences, and those who prefer fully established communities with complete retail already in place. If you want personalized guidance on which specific Bashayer unit fits your strategy, whether you're prioritizing lifestyle, rental yield, long-term appreciation, or mortgage optimization, you can reach out using the contact details below. Bashayer is launching at a pricing level that does not reflect the long-term value of its land, its layouts, or its position inside Hudayriyat's early cycle development. You're getting large-scale waterfront residences, rare sea-facing villas, extremely deep layouts, and a government-backed delivery timeline, all at a price per square foot level that are materially below the equivalent waterfront communities in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai. The key factor is timing. The official launch is on the 9th of December, and based on every release Modon has done this year, availability is unlikely to last beyond the event itself or the first 2 hours from the release on the day. With a limited inventory, a long construction horizon of 3 years, and strong end-user absorption already visible, this is one of the clearest early cycle opportunities currently available on the island. If you want to evaluate whether a specific Bashayer residence or villa matches your long-term strategy, reach out before the 9th of December release opens. After that point, the conversation will shift from selection to whatever remains.